That's where we were. It's cold, but it is what it is.
I haven't put mine all day. I probably should.
But you had time to take your dog out.
Huh?
You had time to take your dog out.
My dog's not here.
Where is she? Alright. You want to go look for some?
Yeah, whenever they're ready. I think for the bow, I think my price range is going to be for the bare bow in the $600 range, somewhere in there.
What can I do for you guys today?
Well,
Got to get him in a bow.
that's
Get them
right.
set up?
Yep.
Yeah.
You have any idea kind of what you want to go with yet? Or?
I don't. I have a price range for like a bare bow, and then we can,
Okay.
sight and stuff like that. So probably like 600-ish.
600 for the bare bow.
Yeah,
So,
kind of in there. I'm going to need some.
the bears, I'd probably avoid just in general. I'm not a bear person at all.
Okay.
They get pretty finicky with tuning. The Hoyts are going to be kind of in your price range here. So I've got quite a few options. You've got some of the spiders and the Factor. As far as the best package goes, the Factor is probably the best deal because it does come with everything on it. So the $5.99 you get the bow and the drop away, the full setup, and at least it's not like throwaway accessories. For some of them will give you like the PSE ready to hunt package. It's really flimsy sight and a whisker biscuit. So it's the first thing you're going to take off the bow. I would probably recommend trying the Factor out, and if you don't like that one, we can try out one of the spiders. Would probably be. So for drawing, typically with compound bow, it's going to be like your wingspan, and we divide that by 2.5, and that gives us a pretty close approximation. Alright, so go ahead and spread out the tip of the middle finger here. Almost 72.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
You're just looking for another option in that bigger cam, just in case.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go over here and.
Yeah, we'll let you shoot this one a little bit.
Okay.
Alright, you want it to fit like a pair of pants. Not too snug, not too loose.
Bow, and with a whisker biscuit style rest, you always knock with that odd vein up. And you wait till make sure it's clicked in all the way.
So are we just getting a feel?
Hoorah!
Okay, so what you want to do over that arm, you want to have this arm not like super hyperextended. The shoulder shouldn't be like up and out. It should be kind of relaxed like this.
Uh-huh.
And then you want that string to be kind of near the tip of your nose there.
Are we good? Does it look
It
okay?
looks relatively good.
Uh-huh.
You can go ahead and shoot that here if you want.
Okay.
And basically, if you're hitting yourself in the arm, like if that string's smacking your arm, it usually means you're drawing too long, or you've got the shoulder up like this.
Okay.
Because you want that relaxed arm here, because then you have an angle, string goes here to here, your arm's completely out of the way. If you're drawing too long with the draw length, you'll be forced to extend that arm like this, rotating your shoulder forward, and that puts your arm in the path of the string.
Okay.
Right there, it's your anchor point, you're still a little high on the anchor, you lower your anchor a little bit, and basically that string will come and touch the tip of your nose.
Okay.
And then when the peep sight in, you'll be able to look through the peep at the same time. It'll feel a lot harder to draw certain bows.
Yeah.
So like if that was like a Bowtech SR6, or if that was the Hoyt Turbo model, it'd have a much harder draw cycle because the cam's going to be more aggressive.
Nothing solid, brother.
Yeah, so on the Carbon Icon, you get the quiver and everything, which is, suitable quiver. And then your sight has some plastic up here, but all the parts that actually contact each other for adjustments are all metal. So the plastic one, sometimes these screws will just strip out when you're adjusting, but that one, at least all metal, so it works. Now your fibers, you only get these little thin fiber optics here. So that leaves some to be desired. So a lot of sights, you'll either have a light that shines in those fibers to brighten them up. Your better sights will have the fibers that wrap around more fiber, it means it picks up more light.
Okay.
Your rest leaves quite a bit to be desired on the package bows. It's just a simple, cheap throw on whisker biscuit style. It's all plastic, so that's one downside. And then you have no up and down adjustment. It's basically just left and right. So that's one of the kind of to be desired. A lot of people will put a drop away on it first thing, or at least a better whisker biscuit. But
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, let me give her a...
Give her a whirl.
28.
Okay. Yeah, this one you could feel the...
It's a different draw cycle completely on it, and it has a different back wall to it. Just when that cam finally rolls over, it just right into place.
So some people really like a really stiff back wall. They'll call it rock solid. But what you'll see is because they want you to pull through, like they don't want you to you're not using the pad. You're using it like right here in your hooking and pulling.
You can use one of those releases almost like a back tension where you simply, instead of using your finger, you're just hooking and then pulling your shoulder back through it.
Okay, I'd have to call it, I think. I think I like that one better out of the two, as far as the way it feels for me. So
Yeah.
I won't waste any more of that time. But thanks for setting that up for me, man. I appreciate that.
So here's your accessories over here, okay? And as we see, there are lots of accessories. It's like a shoe store.
That
So,
was good.
Models, so like certain ones are easy to adjust, so like these ones have better like micro adjust than like their LD. They make one that's a lower tier than the LD, which is the standard hunter. I don't have one of the standard hunters, which is kind of a good thing because those are a nightmare. But that'll be their cheapest model, will be like the hunter, and then the LD is a step up, and it steps up from there to like the HDX.
so, okay, so my recommendation would be this, Josh. If you get one, since this is your first bow, you'd want to get one that's not specific to the model. Okay, get one that you could use like it's like that LD, right? You can put it on anything. Okay, so LDs are usually about what?
I think they were on $105 basically for the LD.
Okay, so
It's like a pain in the butt or something like that one.
The hunter is. So the,
Oh, okay.
the LD is a step up from the hunter.
Yeah.
The hunter, instead of having like, so this has an up and down adjustment. On the hunter, it's just side to side, so you have to like tilt the rest and then adjust it that way. The drills, I'd probably go with like a fixed 5.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, there we go. But that's, you're kind of a standard, all metal sight housing, metal everything.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And that's
Like-
also going to be like one of the most cost-friendly ones. I'll have it.
Good value, though,
They
right?
go, yeah, they go. Sights is like the sky's the limit. You can get like the ones that dial for each yardage, the React style, where the multiple pins on it that automatically adjust for the yardage.
Okay.
So you can spend, you know, $80 on a sight, and then you can easily spend 300+.
Yeah.
Got a lot of different bee stinger stuff, which are really popular brands. So for hunting, you don't want an insanely long stabilizer like you see the Target guys, but you want something that's just in the front to like counterbalance the weight and balance the bow really well. And it's kind of a guessing game on like how long and how much weight you need to stabilize one. It's kind of try a couple out on a bow and see which one hits that sweet spot that you like the best.
So Josh, like I shot one of those blades down there.
That's why I got these old blades.
Yeah, I mean I shot one of those for a little bit because my bow was really balanced and it worked just fine.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. A lot of your newer bows are meant to be just so well balanced from the out of the box that you don't need a lot on them, which is kind of nice. Peep sights kind of range, so like there's different sizes. You know, 1/8 is probably the smallest you'll see anyone actually hunting with, but it's rare. A lot of guys that hunt, you're either running 3/16 for a quarter. That's kind of like just industry standard.
3/16.
Think so?
The 1/4 inch is what a lot of your older guys are doing, or if you're running really, really big sight housing, because you see so much it lets the light in, but you also have the most vision around your sight. So the 1/4, you don't just see the sight housing, you see all this room around it, so you have to kind of center your sight housing in your field of view. Versus the 3/16, you're basically only going to see that sight
So
housing. Right?
anything else than that, then you
So it makes
not
it
squared up.
easier to center your shots.
Just have like Fletcher peeps or
Right now I'm kind of low on inventory, so I've got some like the G5 Meta Peeps, and I've got a lot of these MMP Tri-Views. And these are kind of my
Oh, yeah,
favorites,
there
these
you go.
Tri-Views.
Yeah, perfect.
'Cause it's the same as the Meta Peep, it's a little bigger of a housing for the Peep. But these just, they're one of my favorites. When you start putting them on a lot, these are the nicest.
Cool.
And they're the cheapest, so that also
All right.
helps.
Sold.
Ruger.
What doing? Don't eat my hair.
Oh, and it's, you gotta set the limb pockets on every horse.
Dry fire. Please don't dry fire, bro. That guy that was in here earlier dry fire. It was fine.
Cool.
Exactly.
So how do you feel about this whole experience, Josh?
Nice segue.
Nice.
Was quick. And I knew what I wanted to spend anyway. I just didn't know exactly what I wanted to spend.
yeah.
Really?
People that walk in and they're like, I don't know. Like, ask them about, I don't know.
You want $400 or $1,400?
And then you just start at one and work your way up. I mean.
Well, Kelsey, you guys get people that get new bows every year, huh?
Mm-hmm.
They'll come in, they'll get the new flagship every year, dude. Like set me up.
Really? Every year?
Yep.
Every year.
What do they do with the old one? Just sell it?
For a loss. I mean, they get their butts handed to them.
It's like a used car, new car being sold every year. Do you guys sell used, or do you buy stuff here from here?
No used archery equipment. Liability.
Killed anything with that bow?
Of the bows I have here, only a squirrel was medic's demise because I was.
Whose little bow is this thing?
That's our dry fire bow. So here.
That was
These are
my bow when I first started.
the Peep Genesis.
It's a dry fire bow.
That's the one you use on the dry fire? Because I use that RX one.
What's that mean? Dry fire.
When you don't have an arrow in.
Oh, so it's made to do that.
But she's training right now for the surprise, right?
Oh, that's sweet. I
It
just
also
like the
freaks
noise.
the dogs out.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Including
Now,
that
watch
one?
this. Hold your palm over the end of that. Just hold tight.
You guys do that all
We're
day?
a bunch of children in here.
Is everyone coming in trying to buy like heavier points and brass
So-
inserts? Everyone wants brass inserts.
Everyone's wanting to build 670 grand, like 700
And you're like, that's all well and good until your stuff blows up.
What's worse is they want to build like a 700 grand arrow for their 55-pound bow.
Don't judge me.
That's pretty.
Be the first person to comment, she's not ready.
I'll share it with you guys.
Thanks. Oh, I mean, no.
You didn't get a release.
Gotta get a release.
So, these are good. Okay, these are good.
Anyway, okay.
What do you recommend, Kels?
Give me two choices. Medium of the road, of course. I'm not trying to break the
Right,
bank.
right. Thank you, buddy. Very pretty. Those two in that like $90 range would be really, really, really good.
That beast is good.
The Beast is really good. Actually, the Beast and the Short and Sweet are almost identical. It's just that's a solid neck instead of the rope neck.
Oh, and this triggers. It's,
Sweat back,
Yeah, and this one's gonna be.
straight.
Yeah.
I'd keep it in like this.
Keep it in right here.
Yeah, for what I have today. Okay, total's 902.94.
Okay.
Could have been way worse.
Oh.
It's all the little accessories that catch you.
That I guess I should make sure I got everything too. Let's see. We have bow, release, peep, arrows, rest, and sight, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You guys like your job?
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't still be here if I didn't. What'd you say?
I said, oh yeah. That's pretty lax.
You got donuts and a cheeseburger today. I don't want to.
All right, guys. Final goodbyes. Thank you so much
Yeah, appreciate
for your
it.
help.
Yeah, have a good
Logan.
Anytime.
Thanks so much. We'll see you probably real soon.
Yeah,
I
we'll be
would
here.
imagine. So.
It's air conditioned in here.
Yeah, no kidding.
More better.
That's
for long.
Much more better.
Way
Much
better.
more better. Yeah. You got everything?
I think so.
Do you need help out?
Maybe turning the handle.
Okay.
Thank you.
That I can do.
See you later, pup.
He said, what's in bag? What's in bag? No, you have to stay here, Goober.
Thanks, Logan. Appreciate it, man.
I got him.
All right, cool.
I'm going home with this guy.
Thank you
He's
so
cool.
much.
Oh yeah, appreciate it,
All
man.
right,
Have a good
bye-bye.
one.
So what did I end up with? Well, I went with a Hoyt Torax. I think it's new this year. It's their entry-level model bow, but it's a Hoyt. It's like Hoyt's Ferrari from 2015. Feels really great in the hand. I had a PSE. My first bow was a PSE, and it just, from what I can remember, The handle's thinner, it feels balanced, it's light. I really like it. I kind of think it's cool that it came in black. I wouldn't have minded the camouflage, but this thing's pretty sweet. I had to have a bow that was a little bit bigger cam because my draw length was right on the edge. I think the level 2s go up to 28.5 and I was just about 29. So I needed the bigger cam. The sight that I went with a Trophy Ridge, just a basic 5-pin sight. Quality made, and you know, for the money, I think I paid, $85 for that. It's got a lot of optic fiber exposure for good light to the pins. I think you can get all the way into $300, $400, $500. I'm sure you can spend a lot of money on a sights that adjust their pins for you for certain distances, that account for the angle from shooting from a tree, and all kinds of little fancy gadgets for them. I just went with the basic OMP Peep sight. I went with a QAD LD rest, and that's just a, see if I can get that in there for you guys. I didn't show you is the release, and I went with this release. It's a Scott Archery release. I'll link everything down in the description, and that way you can see or click on everything that I got. Again, this is the price in the middle of the country in Columbia, Missouri. So for all the stuff that I just said, it was I think the total bill again was $902.84. So yeah, thanks for watching. Do me a favor, please subscribe to this channel if you like the content. Please like the video, and please leave a comment down. Leave a comment on any of the equipment that you have seen here or about my setup. For you that are way more knowledgeable, I would really appreciate the feedback, and just to see what else is out there and what else everybody else has. Thanks for watching so much. I appreciate you watching. Goodbye.